about vagina and about penis. The world has the world created, or has society created an environment in which people are obsessed with sex? People are obsessed with watching sex. People are obsessed with different aspects about sex. People are obsessed with sex. For my entire life, I was molested from age 0 to 8 years old. And after 8, I could say by age like 12 then to now I'm 27. So maybe there was a break, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe there was a 5-year break when I did not feel over-sexualized. But in all those other years, I felt like I was just a sexual being that was only existed because people wanted to have sex with me. People wanted to look at me and say, "You're so beautiful, you're so sexy, I want to have sex with you." Well, sir, why do you want to only have sex with me? Because I have big breasts, because I have a curvy body, because I have a beautiful face. Why not my intellectually stimulating brain that requires a deep connection, a conversation about more than just my body? My entire life, I have felt like, guys, why don't you talk to me for my brain? Why don't you come and see what I'm about? What my ethics are, how I live a day-to-day life. And I felt like just very detached from myself during these many sexual experiences. And I remember I was maybe like 14 or 15 years old, and I had a bunch of girlfriends come over, and this one girl was like, "Let me show you guys porn," or like Pornhub. And I think when you're growing up, your friends influence you a lot. You want to do what's cool. You want to do what everyone else is doing. You want to drink. You want to fit in. You want to become your own person. You want to detach from your parents and just become who you are. And so I remember that she showed us, it was like me and 2 other friends, she showed us Pornhub. I remember like, oh my God, this is a free website? Like, I always thought you had to pay for porn. And I became obsessed with porn. I became obsessed with masturbating. I remember after my friends left, that night was the first night I masturbated. You know, like consciously, because when I was younger and whatever was molestation, I can't count that at all. And so they left, and I basically went to the corner of my dresser, and like it just felt really good to lean up against it, and it felt like there was some stimulation on my clitoris. And I remember that night I masturbated all night. When I tell you, like at least 4 hours in a row of nonstop, like orgasm, another orgasm. I was addicted to the feeling of coming. And it was about a 10-year addiction, maybe 12. You know, when I can make other videos about, you know, other sexual experiences and just kind of some of the suppressed memories I've had, if that's something you guys are interested in learning more about, just so you don't feel so alone, because I felt in most of these situations, I felt like I was the only one that was experiencing this, but you're not. There's a world of billions of people. We all experience some version or another. And we'll just fast forward to recently. I've been studying Buddhism. I've been celibate. Like I don't think that I should ever have sex again. It's a lot for my body. It's a lot for my brain. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like my integrity. It feels very wrong. It doesn't feel good. And I've been hurt a lot with sex. So it's, finding that peace within myself. And if the only thing that I have to do is remove sex, then that's a super awesome thing. So I was, celibate and it felt really good, but I was still masturbating. And I heard of, other people experiencing this, but I don't know if, everyone has, whatever. And so every time I would come in this recent times of masturbating, my whole back felt like the vertebrae were, it was like I would orgasm and my back is literally popping out. And then it just felt super painful. Like my whole stomach would be bloated. Why was I super bloated? And why were my ovaries having such a reaction where it would extend my stomach to the point of looking bloated just from masturbation? So I realized I can no longer engage in masturbation or sex. And I'm a woman, we are designed to create life within our bodies. And I kept thinking like, oh, maybe I'm a woman. Like maybe I'm supposed to masturbate, maybe it's like you release a bunch of endorphins, you have these, hormones release. It's not for me. It's not my journey. And that's perfectly normal and beautiful and okay. And I love living my life celibate. I love living my life not over-sexualizing anything. When I see a person, all I see is love for that person, for their qualities within their being. I choose not to look at their parts and over-sexualize them. I just want to love people for exactly who they are. Not over-sexualizing anyone or anything, not over-sexualizing myself, not engaging in sex or masturbation has made me feel like the most authentic version of who I am. And if you're feeling some sort of way and you're feeling like maybe I never want to have sex again, maybe I never want to masturbate again, great. And if you feel like you enjoy sex and you enjoy masturbation, great. I'm just telling you from personal experience.